All right, let me make this big. All right, guys. So today's presentation is going to be one of those one-on-ones, how to get a pricing strategy going for a listing. If you already have a few listings already, then probably this is not for you. This is mostly for someone who is starting out and trying to figure out how to price their listing according to market conditions. Now, before I do that, so we provide you with a little bit of value today. If you have already, listed properties and you already know your way around listing high, listing low, listing at, asking. I was listening to a podcast. It's the Bigger Pockets Real Estate Podcast, and one of the things that I got from this yesterday was 5 ways you can get motivated sellers right now. And I wanted to share that with you in case you wanted to, get started in buying your first property or possibly get listings by working with investors. And remember, every time you make a call to a lead or a motivated seller lead, you can become the buyer. Okay. You are the buyer. If you buy for the right price, you can always get an investor to flip it and you can always list that property or get that property yourself. So I'm going to give you 5 ways you can get five motivated buyers right now, motivated sellers right now, from easy to a little bit more complicated. All right. So if you have not done this, it's something that works. It's called driving for dollars. Basically, all you have to do is just drive around the neighborhood, drive around different places, and start looking for houses that are a little bit run down. Maybe the paint doesn't look that great. You'll be able to tell right away. You'll be able to tell right away if a house needs repairs. Okay. And one of the nuggets that I got yesterday from our weekly meeting on Wednesdays at 9 a.m. with Alfred was that one of the things that you can look for too is when you're driving for dollars and you're doing this, they did mention Google Maps, right? Look at Google Maps, like a top level view. But the thing is, you have to be careful with that a little bit, right? Because how often do these top level view pictures get updated? But anyways, you could always drive around for this. And one of the things you're looking for are tarps, right? If it's rainy season, if it's raining out there and you see tarps out there, most likely that house needs repairs, roof repairs, right? And if they're placing tarps is because they don't have either the money to fix the roof or it could be an indication that this person may be a motivated seller. Also, if you can look at Google Map pictures, you can look at green pools, right? If a pool is green, most likely has a lot of algae that overgrows and is just too much. Some sellers do not want to deal with pools anymore. So these are good indicators of someone who may be motivated to sell. You get the address, you skip trace the data, you can door knock, you can call, you can text, you can drop some mail, and it's a great opportunity to find out if this person is willing to sell or not. Okay, that's one way. The other, number two, tax delinquent properties. Someone who owes taxes, back taxes on their property or personal taxes, they're going to have issues, right? They're going to be motivated. They don't want the burden of having a house that has a lot of tax debt. So these are things that you could get, and these are contact information that you can get from your county for free. There are tools and software available that you can get this data from. The On the podcast, the guy who was given this information is from Deal Machine. So that's one of the places where you can get this data. They do offer a free trial. Check them out. You could get a lot of this data for free as a trial. And of course, if it makes sense to you, we're not affiliates. We're not, affiliates to this company, but it's something that they mentioned, right? You get a free trial, you get access to their data. Check it out, work it. If it makes sense and you want to continue doing this, of course, you can get into their paid subscription. Again, we're not, disclaimer here, we're not affiliates. The other things you can look for, county records give you information about this too, is liens, right? Property with liens. You could either have a mechanic lien, maybe they're going through financial trouble. Something as simple as a $400 or $500 lien on a house could signify the owner has issues, right? Financial issues. And sometimes owners are investors and they have more than one property. So if they do have more than one property, they ended up buying the property. They wanted to put money to fix it. We've gone through this many times. We've seen a lot of investors who wanted to fix the home, flip the home, but they weren't able to, and therefore now they're ready to sell. They're either losing money on the house, already paying a mortgage. They bought it to flip within 3-6 months. They can't. They had issues, financial issues, health issues. These are homes that are also motivated sellers. Okay. Number 4, foreclosures. All right. Foreclosures are good. If you're in California and you want to list the foreclosures for free, send us a message. We'd be more than happy to share a few foreclosures with you so you guys can start, taking advantage and start calling these homes. Foreclosures, as you guys know, I don't have to explain that. You already know what it is. These are people that may be motivated to sell because of their house they're about to lose their home, right? And not every seller wants to lose their home. Not every homeowner through foreclosure, they want to figure out how, how to keep the house. But unfortunately, sometimes the exit strategy is to list. And especially right now, the market is still pretty hot for sellers. Okay. And finally, number 5 on this list is probates. Okay. Probates. The owners did not have a will. They passed, and now their kids inherited the property. The property may need repairs. They probably don't want to deal with the fixing of the home. They just don't want to deal with the house at all. Right. And they're maybe ready to sell. All right. So these are 5 ways you could get motivated sellers right now. You could get the properties for yourself. You can flip them. You can work with an investor, get those fixed, list those properties, make your money. All right. So these are 5 ways. And of course, additional ways to get listings right now. You got expireds, you got FISBOs, and you got circle prospecting. Okay. And we talked about that many times. All right. So quickly, we're going to go over the presentation today, or this training today. Again, this is more of a pricing strategy for your listing 101, more or less. Okay. We're going to quickly go through this, and we're going to open it up for questions. If you guys want to know more about ways you can get more listings, let us know. Also, if you're interested in additional business, let us know. We can help you. Okay. There's a lot of companies out there that are offering free ways for you to get more business. All right. So basically, strategies to price a home, right? You could either just find comps around the area, and this is where you as a seller or you as a buyer can provide a lot of value when submitting an offer and educating your buyers, right? Basically, you understand how to comp a property, how to come up with the CMA. You understand the listings that just sold in the area. You understand square footage. You understand what makes up the value of a home, right? And you may want to list it compare to the listings that just sold within the last 6 months, right? One of the things that we always say, it's plus minus 200 square feet, is more or less the range of the price of that home. We're going to talk a little bit about how you can add more value to that property depending on the amenities and things that the home has. But right now, most of the easiest way to price a home is just look at what the market sold properties around the area last 6 months, plus minus 200 square feet, gives you a pretty good price for that home. You need to know this as a seller, and you need to know this as a buyer, right? We can talk about also the conversations that you have with your sellers about how you want to price the home. But again, you want to make sure that when you go to a listing appointment, you are the expert, right? That's why the seller is hiring you, because you are the expert in the transaction, not the seller, right? At the end of the day, the home is going to sell because of your efforts, right? That's the idea. That's why you're being hired to sell that property. Right? What plan of action do you have to sell that property? And we talked about that before. If you guys want access to a training on how to land a contract at the table when you have that listing appointment, let us know. We'll give you access to, we are in the process of recording an entire training on how to do just that. Okay. All right. So you basically have a CMA. The other thing that you can add on top of that home, right, to come up with more value is, what does the home have, right? What are additional things Has the home, was it updated in the last 5 years? Does it have a new roof, right? You can do your homework. The properties that sold around the area, how old were they? Um, how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, what did they look like, right? Did they redo the kitchens, the bathrooms, new roof, new electrical, new plumbing? All those things are value add things that you can add to your pricing strategy, okay? The other thing that a lot of agents do if they want to drive a lot of traffic, and this is a good conversation to have with your seller, of course, the seller wants more money for their home, is to underprice the home, right? In some cases, you want to drive more traffic, right? Especially if you're running ads, for example, if you're running advertising ads, you're pushing door knocking around your property, your open houses. This is a good strategy to drive traffic, foot traffic through your open house, ways to get more leads into your pipeline. How much you want to underprice that property is really going to depend on your market. It's going to allow you to get a bigger pool of potential buyers, and it may get to a potential bidding strategy. You need to be careful how you do this, though, because you don't want it to. The goal is that you underprice the property so that when you get an offer, you get either an offer at what you're really asking or above, right? And you're building a bigger pool of buyers so that there's a bidding war going on your listing. This really depends on your market, and we're going to talk about that as well. And of course, the other one is overpricing, right? You overprice the property. You add more than what the property is worth. It may seem a little bit counterintuitive, but it does leave room for negotiation. Sometimes, you could give seller credits to the buyers. You can offer 2-1 buy downs. It gives a lot of room for buyers to jump into it, especially in this market where interest rates are high. And the inventory is low. A lot of buyers are being priced out of this market. So overpricing sometimes can do the trick. All right. So instead of lowering your price, you're increasing your price to get also a pool of buyers. Okay. Now, one of the things that you have to understand when you're following different strategies for pricing is what is your current market condition, right? As you know, market changes, and sometimes is the shift in the market, whether it's a seller's market or a buyer's market, it can shift from county to county, right? Just to give you a quick example. So as you know, like a seller's market, you don't have a lot of inventory. The seller is on the driving seat, and there's a lot of demand, low inventory, home prices continue to rise. Buyer's market, there's a lot of homes out there. Not a lot of buyers. Prices start to drop. There's not a lot of demand, and buyers can get a good deal. So basically, who is the market favoring? So now, just a quick example. Ventura County, we just placed an offer for one of our buyers, $50,000 over asking. A property up in Chino Hills right now, I believe Chino, Riverside area. A listing that was listed at, comparable to the market, is not getting offers for, not even asking, right? It's about, like, right now for that specific listing is $5,000 to $10,000 under asking price. So you need to understand your market, and this is where you, as a seller's agent, you need to do your homework. And again, it's a good opportunity for you to be with a community that can help you figure stuff out, right? For example, we have a great community. Real Closers is a community of like-minded individuals, just like yourself. We are building the community from the ground up again in a circle platform. If you need to join, and if you want to join, go to join.realclosers.com. We get together every Wednesday at 9 a.m. The whole point of this one meeting is to just go over scripts and role play. But at the same time, there's a lot of questions that pop up. right? The specific listing that was not getting asking price was talked about in that specific meeting yesterday. And it was one of those things that it kind of gives you a really good overview as to what your specific market is going. The going market price is going to go. So understanding the market yourself and leaning on other people's experience is going to help you understand your specific market so that you can price your property accordingly. Okay. So again, guys, go to join.realclosers.com. It's where you are going to get a ton of value. And that's where we are creating all of our courses on how to, uh, you know, go over a listing presentation. You're getting listing presentations. You are going to get a lot more value from that group as well as we continue to build it. The coach that's leading the effort is Alfred Galvan. He's a 10X coach. He does a lot of, objection handling techniques. If you want to land listings, that is the place where you need to be. All right. So join.realclosers.com. So understanding the market and understanding what affects the market is important, right? I know sometimes we're told to tune out the news, but hey, there is a lot of content out there through podcasts that are very objective, that you can get ideas as to what your market is going through, right? What are things that are going on in the market right now? What's the housing supply and demand look like for your specific market and markets around the area? Who is the target audience for that specific property? One of the things that we've seen a lot is that sometimes, people within a specific area cannot afford to live there, right? So if you market that specific listing outside of that area, you get people that are, I guess the word would be better qualified. Just to give you another example, we had a listing in the Ventura County area, homes in the $800,000-$900,000 range. And one of the things that we did in order to market that property is we went outside of Ventura County into Santa Barbara County. Santa Barbara County has homes that are a little bit more expensive, and people within the Santa Barbara County who are renting cannot afford to buy, but they're not too far away from Ventura County, where a home at 900 or even $1 million makes sense, right? And now they get to afford, they're able to afford and they're able to buy. So try to understand your market, outside market, in order to get more traffic through your open houses, through your listings, are great ways that you're going to be able to identify trends in your market. Okay. You need to understand that your market changes, right? It's very dynamic. You need to be on top of your game. You need to understand what's going on in your market, and kind of go around, again, being around, a community that can help you, that you can leverage in order to help you understand your specific market, see what are the things that you can do in order to promote your listing. And at the end of the day, do not turn into an expire, right? So that was pretty much all we needed to talk about today. A pretty simple presentation on how to price your listing. This is something that can help you understand not only as a seller's agent, but also as a buyer's agent. Right now, a lot of the questions that buyer agents are asking is, how do we provide more value, right? How do we get better, and how do we show value? Buyers already started to ask, who pays your commission? Does it come out of pocket? What are you going to be doing different from the other agents, right? So things are popping up. So how are you getting better right now as a buyer's agent? Great way to do it is understand your market, right? Do your homework. There are a lot of open houses out there. Visit at least 1 to 2, 3 of those a day. Create content around that. Communicate that content over to your sphere, right? Your digital sphere. You have social media. It's free. If you're not getting business right now, business is not going to come to you, but you just staying at home and just kind of doing a little, a few things here and there. It's important that you go get that business. Prospect, prospect, prospect. Open houses are free tools to get buyers. You know, call your local agent. Not every agent wants to hold an open house. You know, some agents, some listing agents are busy, and they can leverage you to help them get to that open house. So use that as a way to get more leads. There's so many ways right now that you can get business, guys. Just kind of take advantage of everything that you guys are doing. And if we can help in any way possible, contact us. You know, go to support@houstir.com. We're putting together training. We're going to call it the, you know, how to get the next 3 deals in the next 90 days. Is going to be a combination of improving your social media sphere, improving your social media presence, being consistent with posting, running ads, and using IDX and just drips through text and email to be consistent with your follow-up. That, as a whole, will give you more branding and more opportunities for you to close more deals. All right, guys, are there any questions that we can help answer today? Are there any things that are open that you guys need help with? Thank you guys so much for showing up today. These are recorded. If you guys want access to these recordings, our agents have access to them through the internal community platform, as well as the we load them up on the YouTube channel, right, Simona? Yeah, Houstir. Go to YouTube, just search Houstir. You'll get access to all these trainings. Next week, we have another topic to discuss on Thursday at 12. I'm trying to see if we can get interview going on with the guy that, you know, he's done quite a few listings through cold calling. What is he doing different, right? That's working for him. What's working for him? What sort of scripts are working for him? What lists are working for him? So I'm trying to get that set up for next week. If not, we'll have another training anyways. So just stay tuned, guys. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions, and thank you so much. I guess there are no questions. No. All right, I'll hang out here for a couple more minutes just in case. We have a few agents on the Zoom. All right, just another minute. And remember, guys, we do have another meeting on Wednesday too, 9 a.m. Join.realclosers.com gets you access to the link for the Zoom on Wednesdays. And we have a lot more planned for that little community we're building. It does come from our Facebook group. Our Facebook group actually has close to 69,000 members in there. So the goal was to build a circle platform to kind of recreate that community so that we're a little bit more tight. You do get access to a lot of things like free memes, some content that you can post on your socials. Of course, if you are a Houstir agent here in California with us, you get all this stuff done for free and for you. So take advantage of that. Please reach out to our team so we can get you going. We can set you up. We're going to be adding more content for you guys to post. Important that you guys take advantage of the video stuff that we give you, right? As a Houstir agent, you do get video editing, right? Our team will actually edit your videos. So send us video content. Our team is ready to edit that, make it a little bit pretty, make it, you know, add captions, B-roll, kind of make it look a little nicer. However, right, that's only part of your video marketing strategy that you should follow. We're also giving you scripts, hooks, right? There's a structure to your videos. You're getting access to all these hooks, ideas, scripts that you need to use in order to create more video content. Video is king right now. If you don't believe me, try it out for a good 6 months and you'll start to see the results. But you have to be consistent. You have to be consistent. In addition to posting stuff on social media, you have to be consistent, post it to your stories. It doesn't all have to be real estate related. Some of the agents that are doing really well with video marketing, social media, a very small portion of that is through real estate content, right? A lot of it um, comes from just, you know, they're they're going out to dinner, right? They're going out to a property, they're doing an open house, they're visiting an open house, they're getting things done as an agent, or they're just getting things done in their market. Um, there are even agents that all they do is record themselves making calls, right? Imagine you're trying to impress a seller and they land on your social media and they see your content. It's like, oh my God, this guy, this girl, this agent is on top of her game. She's putting in the work day in, day out. So she must be good, right? Oh, she's going to open houses. She's doing this, she's doing that. It's very important, guys. Social media is your business card now, right? Social media is your resume. So take advantage of all that stuff. All right, now I'm getting calls from agents. So okay, guys, thank you so much for being here. I will see you again and on Wednesday for Houstir agents. I'll see you on Tuesday and hopefully again next Thursday at 12 p.m. All right, guys, thank you so much. Have a great day. And if you guys need support, this is how you can reach us. Either call us, text us, email us. And if you are part of our team, you have my direct number. Okay. We've done a lot of things this past week, guys. We've set up a few more things for you guys, virtual business cards. So just keep us posted. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you again next week. All right. Have a good one, guys.